Hi guys, it's Kelly, and now that we are in the crux of the holiday season, there's a lot of great bargains out there. So while you're out there doing your holiday shopping for everybody else, I want to think about getting you guys to invest a little bit more in what you need to be able to go forward working on your sides and any other auditions that you might have. So what I'm going to do is talk about how you can go from a budget from maybe 10 bucks all the way up to 100 bucks with some really great Black Friday deals that you're going to be able to use no matter what. So let's start first with backdrops. Some of us have a room where we can film, which is great, and maybe for 10 or 15 bucks you get, a small can of gray latex paint and you can paint an entire wall. That is fabulous. But if you're renting, or maybe you don't have a room with even a wall that you can devote to that, your next best step is being able to have a backdrop, very much like what I've got. Now, I can tell you something, a place like Joann's usually has doorbuster sales this time of year. That's what I did. I have a gray background, as you can see right now, but then I also have a blue background that I can drop in, just depending on what kind of scenes I'm working. This is sort of a polyester knit. What I love about this is, unlike cotton, it doesn't wrinkle. So you can, just have it in a corner, use it and put it up. So we're going to talk about frames in just a second, but maybe you don't necessarily need a frame. What I have right now is, this is the gray fabric, and I have it just clipped on a curtain rod with something crazy like clothespins, which you could get at the dollar store. So if you're looking at some of the Black Friday doorbusters that Joann's would have, for this kind of fabric, it could be anywhere from $3 to $5, $6 a yard. I recommend getting at least 2 yards just because it gives you a little bit more to stretch out. But that's a really good deal. Now, if you're somebody that's never been in a fabric store, what I would suggest is go in, try not to order it online because you want to make sure that you're picking out the right thing. But again, so if we're talking 2 yards at anywhere from $3 to $6 per yard, plus a huge thing of clothing clips, clothes clips, laundry clips, you can get both of those, for really easily under $20. So that's just one cool way to invest in what you do. Now, the next thing, let's say you do not have a cell phone tripod, and you really want to have that because trying to record with it being propped up on books, which you're certainly able to do, it might kind of muffle what you're working on. Your sound quality may not be great. I'm recording off my phone. What I have is a tripod. This one I actually got on sale at Burlington Coat Factory of all places. This was about 10 bucks. And what you want to have with these lights is be able to vary the lighting. Yeah, so it's kind of going all over the place there. And I know that different agents and casting directors kind of have very specific feelings about ring lights or stars, starlights and things like that. So before you record, if you can ask them, just say, hey, is it okay if I actually use a ring light or starlight? So many people have that. I don't think it'll be a problem, but just confirm for yourself. Again, where I'm filming right now is in my kitchen. So I have an overhead light, I've got fill light. I'm not using any fancy equipment for lighting. Okay, so let's say you want to get a standing tripod with a ring light. I know on Amazon you can get those from anywhere from $27 to $50. The one that I'm going to show you a picture of real quick, I actually got at the Salvation Army for 9 bucks. I was checking out buying some props there and happened to see that, and I went, is that okay? Can you buy that? And they're like, oh yeah. And I'm like, what happened? Why is it just sitting up there? And it was like, oh, the lady that had it decided against it because she didn't have a USB port to plug that in. So if you find yourself with that sometimes, you can either use, we have lots of iPhones, so we've got lots of squares, so I use that. But you can also go to Five Below and you can get yourself a totally lovely little plug-in with two USB ports. Boom. So let's say if I had to buy that, I could have a ring light that I bought at Salvation Army for $9, another $5 for the USB. Boom, I'm done. That's pretty awesome. All right, so frames. This is actually a picture of a backdrop frame. It's a 10 by 10 that I bought last year for Black Friday. I use it, if not every single week, probably a few times a week anyway, when I'm teaching. If I happen to be, kitchen is kind of a central location. If it's quiet, I can get some filming done. Otherwise, quite frankly, going upstairs makes sense, but people can be coming in and out of the room needing things. So if you have a backdrop, that kind of clears that out. It gives you an opportunity to have a quiet place, and if you're talking with agents or casting directors, they see the gray backdrop and they think, hey, you are super professional. So I can tell you that you can get those on Amazon for anywhere from $27 to about $47. I recommend one that's at least 9 by 10 or 10 feet by 10 feet. It just gives you more room to work with. And then if you have to do a full length shot, a full body shot, you've got something that looks professional, that blocks out all the other issues, and you can go ahead and have that. Again, so softbox lighting, if that is something you feel like you need, that can run you a little bit more money. That can be about 62 to, for some of them, $100. LED lights are kind of the same thing. So again, if you just have a place that you can film that's got some good overhead light, fill light, again, like a kitchen or a living room that's got some really good light, and you want to set up your backdrop, you can absolutely do that. It does not really need to cost you a lot of money. All right, so let's just go ahead and recount some of the things that we had pricing wise. So again, if you're just looking for something simple, like a backdrop that you can put over curtains with clothespins, might cost you 10 to 20 bucks. If you want to move up to something a little bit more expensive, like a background frame, that can run you anywhere from 27 to 47 bucks. Again, that's on Amazon. If you want to use a table tripod, that could run you 10 bucks, maybe 15 bucks. If you want to do a ring light that's got a higher tripod, that could run you anywhere from 25 to 65 bucks. If you're lucky to go into Salvation Army and see one as you're checking out, you can definitely do that. If you need plug-ins for LEDs, $5 from Five Below. And just if you keep all that in mind, at a very lower end, you're looking at maybe 10, 20 bucks all the way up to maybe 100 if you're going 32 bucks for a backdrop, another 30 for the ring light, and then for that, and then maybe some other fill light. But you can easily accomplish these things within your budget. Okay, so holiday sales. There's all sorts of really great stuff out there. You're taking care of everybody else. Take a little time to take care of you, whether your budget might be 10 or 20 bucks, or you might be able to do some of the specials on Amazon and other places for 100. That's up to you. But remember, investing in you and your career is something that you really need to do. Until next time, this is Kelly, and happy holidays.